Peace and blessings be upon you, Victory with Ash community. I hope you are always and forever well. As usual, we continue our daily series, God willing, where every day we choose a specific topic so that we prepare ourselves morally for the coming stage and simplify things more, God willing. The title of today's video is Responsibility Before Any Title. And as usual, I have divided the topic into 5 axes. Axis 1. The title alone does not create value. Sometimes a person focuses a lot on the title and considers this matter very important. For example, he asks himself, what is my position now? What is my role? What is my status inside this community? But the truth is that the title alone does not create a person's value. Real value appears in behavior, in awareness, in respect, and in the way of dealing with others. There may be someone who has a title, but he does not carry responsibility. On the other hand, there may be a simple person inside this community, but he respects, helps, calms things down, and spreads a beautiful culture, so his influence becomes great inside the community. For this reason, we do not want our focus to be only on names or high ranks, or for a person to be proud only because he is a founder or because of his position inside the company. What we want is to focus on the real meaning behind any role. Before I search for any title, I must ask myself some questions. Am I acting responsibly? Does my presence add value to this community? Am I helping to build this community? Am I raising the level of dialogue or am I increasing confusion and disturbance? The title may attract attention, but responsibility is what creates true respect. Axis 2. Responsibility appears in daily behavior. Responsibility is not big words that we say in front of people, viewers, or followers. Responsibility appears in the small details before the big ones. It appears when you ask respectfully. It appears when you do not share unconfirmed information. It appears when you welcome a new member who may join now or later. It appears when you calm a discussion instead of increasing its tension. And it appears when you admit that you do not know instead of speaking without certainty. We must avoid these unhelpful behaviors because simple actions are what reveal who truly understands the meaning of responsibility. We are in the preparation stage, and this stage needs maturity. It does not need noise or showing off strength, and it does not need a race for titles, as if one person competes with another only to get a better title than him. This stage needs people who understand that every word has an effect, every action has a result, and every member can be a reason for building trust or weakening it. Responsibility starts from here, from the way you are present, from the way you speak, and from the way you deal with the community. And there are many things, God willing, that will be revealed by the will of God. Axis 3. Whoever wants appreciation starts with service. Every person likes to be appreciated and respected, and this is something natural. But true appreciation is not requested by words. It is built through action. Whoever wants to have influence inside this community starts with service. He starts by helping those who need help, explains to those who do not understand, guides others calmly, shares things clearly, and becomes a reason for making the community better. Service here does not mean that a person lowers his value. On the contrary, the person who serves the community with awareness and respect rises in value in the eyes of people. Because people trust the person who gives before asking, respect the person who carries responsibility before waiting for recognition, and follow the person who proves himself through actions, not words. For this reason, responsibility before title means that I do not wait for people to give me a high position before I act respectfully. I act responsibly, and with time, position comes naturally, and this is something certain. Axis 4. Responsibility means calmness under pressure. Responsibility does not appear only when things are easy. It appears more when there is pressure, or ambiguity, or waiting, or when there are many questions from the members who have joined or from inside the community. The responsible person does not collapse with the first delay, does not spread anxiety with the first ambiguity, and does not turn every question into a problem. The responsible person knows how to stay calm, knows how to wait for the correct information and share it, and knows how to ask in a respectful way. He also knows how to be part of the solution, not part of chaos or distraction. In any community, there are moments that require patience, like this one, and here appears the difference between temporary enthusiasm and real responsibility. Enthusiasm says, "I want everything now, not tomorrow." But responsibility says, "Let us understand, verify, and remain organized." This does not mean that we should not ask, and this does not mean that we should not care. Rather, it means that we care in a mature, calm, and respectful way. Very simply. Axis 5. A strong community is built on people who carry their role. A strong community is not built only with titles. It is built with people who know the value of their role, no matter how simple it is. Every member has a role, whether he is a new member or an old member. Whoever asks a respectful question has a role in this community. Whoever welcomes a new member has a role. Whoever corrects information calmly has a role. Whoever prevents chaos or the spread of distraction has a role. And whoever learns silently and applies also has a role. There is no small role when the intention to build is clear. We want a community where people do not only wait for someone to lead them, but they participate in creating a respectful culture. And with time, there will be a large and strong team, God willing. Responsibility before any title means that each one of us says to himself, "I will be an addition, not a burden on others. I will be a reason for clarity, not for confusion or scattered ideas. I will respect the community, respect time, and respect information, and I will try to be a real member before thinking about any name or any status." This is the mindset that builds very strong teams that are united among themselves. Teams that do not move with noise but with great awareness, and they do not grow only with titles but with responsibility. In the end, I want every member to write one behavior that shows responsibility inside this community, far from any title. For example, I carry my responsibility by not sharing any information before confirming its source, and by not spreading negativity. And the question is, what behavior proves that a person is responsible inside this community, even if they have no title?